Hello and welcome to our review of Batman v Superman. Of course, Tom isn't with us at the minute as he hasn't seen the film, but obviously me and Ian went to the first weekend. Let's get straight into it. Initial thoughts?
Better than what I thought it would be, considering there was a lot of controversy surrounding it.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I went into it a bit worried, I must admit. I mean, obviously at the start of the week, when we did our podcast the other week, we had some really good reviews from fans.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the week,
I don't think it was fans. I think it was
some of them were fans, some of them were like
critics,
but they're critics of the genre. Towards the end of the week, we had the critics from people who you wouldn't consider them fans of the genre, so you wouldn't expect them to like it. But still, when there's so much negativity coming from it, you're automatically going to think, I'm going to be worried. But I must admit, I was happy with it. I mean, like any film, there's bad points, but I still think it was a good film, and for a DC fan like myself, I was more than happy with it.
Even though I wouldn't consider myself a DC fan, it just surprised me how well, visually it looked. It's a very pretty film, visually.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I think let's go into our main talking point. So obviously we liked it.
Yeah.
My first talking point was Lex Luthor. Yeah. Or is it Lex Luthor? It could be Alexander Luthor, the son of Lex.
People have been speculating that the real Lex Luthor, he died, didn't he? Or is he in prison? Because Jesse Eisenberg as Alexander Luthor did talk about his father a little bit.
Yeah, so everyone thinks he could be Alexander Luthor because the way his character is, he is very Alexander. He's very on edge. He's very psychotic, you could say, even. I mean, he's not Lex Luthor.
Because the way that he was playing, people thinking that he was Lex Luthor, he's nothing like, in characteristic-wise, nothing like Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor's more of a confident, more I would say, a very statured man. He's no messing around nonsense. But Jesse Eisenberg as Alexander Luthor, he was just very jokey and not that serious. He almost reminded me how he as the Joker, very caricature of messing around, not giving any cares whatsoever.
Yeah, I did actually say when I left the cinema to my mate, I was like, it is very Joker-esque.
Yes.
His performance, because it's very just talking for the hell of it, if you know what I mean.
Which fans didn't like, by the way. They were expecting
it did come down negatively, but personally, I'm not against it. I just hope it's not the actual Lex Luthor. I hope it is Alexander.
I think after what happened at the end of the film, I think he's just gonna be more. I would say he was gonna man up a little bit, and he's just gonna be more serious. Especially when you have when he's got the iconic shaved head that apparently his father has. He just even looks even closer to Lex Luthor now, because before
I'm pretty sure Lex lost his hair. Lex Luthor, the actual Lex Luthor, lost his hair because of radiation or something from using the kryptonite and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Rather than have it shaved, so that's another indication that it might not be Lex.
Yeah. Obviously, they can't obviously make everything faithful to the comics.
Exactly. Any points from yourself?
For me, Ben Affleck as Batman. Outstanding performance, in my opinion, and in my opinion, it's my favourite Batman. I'd say it's better than
a lot of people are saying it. I think it was definitely amazing. I think it's better than Christian Bale simply because Christian Bale's Batman is more about realism.
Yeah.
In the way that the bad guys aren't superhuman or metahuman or whatever.
Yeah.
They're human beings who have worked towards getting to that sort of person. Bane is simply just mega hench. Let's say. let's just say that. He goes to the gym a lot. While you've got this element of Batman where his costume isn't very protective compared to that one, but obviously that's because it's the comic book version that they're going for.
It is pretty protective because it's
because it's not as practical.
It seemed more practical in the fight scene near the end, because he can
turn his head down.
In Christopher Nolan's Batman, that suit wasn't bulletproof.
No, but I mean, it had more. It just looks more like the comic one than Christopher Nolan's is.
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan's one looks like he's a secret agent gone
It's
weird.
because the Christopher Nolan one was made from army technology, so it's obviously realistic. It's just prototype army technology, whereas this one, I don't know what it's made
Well,
out of.
it's all made by Bruce himself,
Yeah.
and it's all supposed to be like in the comic. But personally, Michael Keaton will always be my favourite. It's the one that got me into Batman, and so I can't really take that away from that.
Yeah.
But I do like this direction they're going, and I hope to see more of it. Obviously, we haven't had the announcement of the solo film,
it's
but
just the gritty nature, and like obviously because he's just lost Robin, and if you can see in the film,
no, he lost him a fair bit before.
I was meant to say he lost him quite a bit before, not
Yeah.
recently, but the fact that he lost someone so close and dear to him, like almost like a son to him, he's just like, I think he's just twisted something in his mind, thinking, I don't give a damn anymore. He just wants to get rid of all the scum.
Well, obviously, the introduction of Batman was just one of the characters introduced in this film. You had Aquaman, The Flash, Cyborg, Doomsday, so many characters. Well, Lex Luthor, Wonder Woman. So many characters to introduce to us. Let's quickly talk. I know we're short on time, but very quickly, the 3 characters who had the very quick cameos in the film: the Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman, Waterman. I was about to call him Waterman. What was your favourite one out of the 3? And was you happy with them? Do you think they were good?
My favourite one was Cyborg's. His was very interesting. I also liked that how his father was involved. Obviously because he's from like the person that played the
it's the same guy who's in Terminator 2, does all the cyber tech.
That was my favourite. But the only thing is, I felt like that cameo appearance, it felt like it could have been put in like straight after post, because like the way that they did it was just like small little clips of them doing their thing, which I think could have easily been added on after they finished like the entire Batman vs Superman film, because the way that they showed it. But
it's a post-credit scene in the film.
I think it would have been better if they did a post-credit scene, which obviously they didn't do.
They're trying to keep away from the Marvel stereotype of superhero films, really, aren't they? Let's be honest. My favourite was actually Aquaman, despite also being a bit worried about it, because he did look a bit uncomfortable while trying to get out of that whatever he was in. You said ship, I thought it was a cave, but I'll have to watch it back. But obviously when he went into the sonic wave, I was like, that is awesome. That's what we wanted. I'm happy the way they did it. I agree that it should have been a post-credit, but I also think it was a good introduction. But I think the Flash's introduction earlier on in the film was a lot better, when he's obviously coming from the future, warning Bruce about what's going on and stuff. I thought that was really good. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I hope it'll pan out well for Justice League Part 1, which is obviously start filming on the 11th of April, so really soon. And I hope that Zack Snyder is able to link all these people together so quick in that first part of what is going to be a big film. Anything else before we have to leave it?
Back to Batman. Even though I did like Batman's like taken within this film, there was one gripe that I had, which was the main thing that like could jeopardize like the Batman image, which was he did kill some people. I'm pretty sure he did kill people in that film.
He did. Sure.
But that's the main thing. One of his morals was that he wouldn't kill people, because if he did, he would just be like the criminals.
The thing is, if you watch back on any Batman film, he does kill people.
No, he saves all of them. He obviously brutally injures them, like for example breaking their arms and stuff, but he doesn't kill them.
Well, he killed the Joker in Batman, the Tim Burton Batman. Right at the end, he gets his leg caught on the gargoyle, and then it falls from the top of the...
Yeah, but that wasn't on purpose. That's
He
doesn't purposely try to kill them.
Let us know at home what you think. I think that was him trying to kill him personally. Well, I don't think that was right.
I think, even though I like Batman, I think they should try to keep the killing at a minimum, only until it's like necessary.
Okay.
Whereas,
maybe,
like, for example, in the
don't
chase
forget, the thing with Zack Snyder, he likes to develop characters from the start again. So with Lois Lane at the start, she was a bit of like, don't want to get involved sort of thing. Well, then straight away she's getting in alien battles, going into space and stuff.
Well,
but
she has
so
the
she likes to
see Superman, so she
likes to develop. He likes to develop characters, so maybe he's going to develop them back into his original ways.
Yeah,
possibly. Who knows? Final thoughts. Are you happy with Zack Snyder taking forward the DC universe?
Yes.
Well, obviously he's only got Justice League now.
Yes, and I can't wait for more. But obviously, if he tries to fix some small issues, like for example Batman killing, and try not to push these cameo appearances too up front, I think he's doing a great job. No matter what the critics think, I think it's a really good film.
Something interesting I found out just before we finished. He actually went to the same school, filmmaking school, let's say, as Michael Bay. So the sort of like iconic, big, huge action sequences to make it seem epic.
Yeah.
That's how you can tell they come from the same. But can you tell the?
Yeah, but he does a lot better than Michael Bay. Michael Bay's is just mindless explosions.
To be fair, you could say about the Batman Superman, he just destroys everything.
Yeah, but they've got them powers anyway. It's just the fact that it's part of the narrative, whereas like Michael Bay is just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all these explosions.
Okay, well, we're going to have to end it there, but obviously let us know what you guys think at home. Was you happy with it? Would you like to see more?
Yep.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing more, so let's just wait and see. Obviously, we've got Suicide Squad coming up in August, so we're going to be looking forward to that. And yeah, cheers for joining me, Ian.
So make sure to check out our social media down below as well for all the latest news on the superhero genre. So I'll see you later, guys.
See you later, guys.